This video is sponsored by Webull. Webull is currently having a promotion where you can get up to US $100 worth of Google shares and an FWD insurance 50% coupon. All you need to do is make a first deposit of 1,965 Singapore dollars and make 6 trades of US stock, ETF, or options, and hold your deposit for 30 days. It's that simple. It is an immediate 7% return on investments. If you are looking for financial freedom, it is surely an offer that you should not miss. The terms and conditions and the links to get this limited time offer are in the description below. Now let's get back to the video. As quoted from Sam Go's affidavit on the 16th of June 2022, the prospects of the IJM companies achieving one or more of the objects of judicial management. The IJMs are of the view that all the IJM companies are currently unable to achieve all the objects of judicial management. However, prior to the filing of the IJM report, the IJMs also did not reach out to me to discuss or provide any guidance as to the prospects of achieving the objects of judicial management. It was only until after the filing of the IJM report, on May 26, 2022, that the IJMs proposed to meet with me to discuss the prospect of achieving the objects of judicial management. Given the lack of discussion with guidance from the IJMs regarding the objects of judicial management, it begs the question how the IJMs are able to form the view that the IJM companies are currently unable to achieve all the objects of judicial management. Notwithstanding the I.J.M.'s lack of guidance, my preliminary comments on the prospects of the IJM companies achieving one or more of the objects of judicial management are as follows. A. I reiterate that my priority, as communicated and emphasized to the IJMs on multiple occasions, is to disperse the capital/deposits back to the investors/creditors. Notwithstanding that the IJM companies may not have sufficient assets to pay the total liabilities, it appears that certain investors are open to the proposal of only getting their capital/deposits, or part thereof, paid. Therefore, there appears to be a likely prospect of the IJM companies entering into a compromise and/or arrangement with the creditors/investors of the IJM companies, i.e. one of the objects of judicial management. B. On May 26, 2022, I wrote to the IJMs, informing them of the above. On the same day, the IJMs confirmed that they have not discussed the possibility of entering into a compromise with creditors because they formed the preliminary view, subject to hearing the directors and managements and creditors, that such a compromise would not be feasible unless creditors would receive more than what they would if the IJM companies were placed in liquidation. A copy of my correspondence with the IJMs are collectively exhibited here too and marked as SG 19. C. On May 30, 2022, I specifically requested that the IJMs independently ascertain the views of the creditors at the town hall meeting which was held on May 31, 2022, regarding any potential proposal to enter into a compromise and/or arrangement of the creditors' debts. D. However, on June 9, 2022, the IJMs informed me that it was unnecessary to ascertain the views of creditors at the town hall meeting on this proposal. Any proposal to compromise creditors' claims without new monies being injected into the relevant IJM companies would merely be repaying creditors under a liquidation scenario. This appears to be contrary to their initial position on May 26, 2022 that their assessment of the possibility of entering into a compromise with the creditors would in part depend on the views of the creditors. Copies of my letter dated 30th of May 2022 and the I.J.M.'s letter dated June 9, 2022 are exhibited here too and marked as SG 20. E. I believe that it is crucial for the IJMs to ascertain the views of the creditors in their assessment of the prospects of achieving the objects of judicial management, particularly given that one of the objects of judicial management is to enter into a compromise and/or arrangement with the creditors/investors of the IJM companies. I have informed the IJMs that I intend to make certain efforts to procure a white knight and/or consider other viable options to restructure the Samtrade group of companies and/or the relevant debts from the filing of the IJM report, i.e. May 12, 2022, till the hearing for the JM applications. In this regard, I update that I have been making efforts to approach potential prospects who may inject new monies into the IJM companies, among others. I will continue my discussions with them, and will endeavor to update the court and the IJMs on any material developments.